We're cooking for Kamala. Something smells delicious. We're cooking for Kamala. We hope you love our dishes.
Well, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to run into you. Welcome back to Cooking for Kamala. This is our fundraiser, raise money for our candidate Kamala, and we are Harriet, Ellen,
and Gray.
and we are three seasoned Democrats who want to just raise money for, I think I already told you, raise money for our candidate. And today, so last week you probably have already seen, millions of you have already seen our feta vinaigrette. And now, so we're trying to sort of put together a whole either watching party or a watch the election night party. So today, football, could be football, but that's not very political.
No.
So today we are going to do an old favorite of Gray's, which is her taco pie recipe. Now, most unfortunately, it has very little in the way of directions. So we are not totally guessing because she mostly remembers it, but we're gonna try to make it as exact for you as possible. And we've even run a little experiment in case you were wondering yourself. So we'll let you know about that in a minute. We're gonna start with the special kind of dough. Now show the kind of dough we're gonna use, Gray. Okay, this is crescent roll dough. You know how to do this. You get this from the freezer or refrigerator department?
Well, refrigerator.
Refrigerator department in your grocery store. And you pop it open, which is super fun to do because it kind of like blows open. And then I'm gonna turn off the computer, whatever this is, this phone. And you're gonna be able to watch Gray. Don't start, Gray. Wait. Gray, you're gonna watch Gray put it into the pan for you. Just a second. Okay, great. What are we doing?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is pop the dough out of its little container, and we're going to separate it so that it can be laid out into one sheet of dough. Harriet has this perfectly wonderful marble top. If not, you can use a cutting board or something else. But it's a little bit stuck to itself.
A little gummy.
Yeah, a little gummy. But it's important that you be patient and stick with it and not roll it off the counter.
Okay.
Anyway, you can see this is designed to make the 6 or 8 different little pastries, and we want it to become one sheet to go in this container. Okay. So you pinch each little seam until it goes back into, one big piece. Okay. And you get rid of all of those as best you can, because again, we're going to pick this up and it's going to kind of tear, but as
you know what I'll bet?
Yeah.
We probably can put, next time we do this, we'll put flour underneath. That's probably a good idea. That's okay.
Now, I'm just going to kind of lift it up and roll it together, not try to roll it back up, and then drop it in there and peel it back again. So, there we go.
Pull the tin over this way.
And the tin goes here.
Okay.
I'm just pulling this up on the sides.
And this was a disposable pan that I got at Publix, and which I think is probably a smart idea if somebody were taking this to a party or something.
Right. Oh, it's really gotten a little bit, we had it out, and it got a little bit too doughy, but you can still fake it. You got it. Let's lift it up and make one flat piece.
Okay, we've got that mashed in, which you can see it doesn't have to be perfect. It's perfectly fine, just like it is. Okay.
We're just going to fill it in with a layer of good.
Let's do a bigger spoon, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, getting it all spread out.
Evenly, as even as you can do with ground beef.
And then what goes on next?
Sour cream.
All right, put a those big glops on there.
I can still do glops. And, this way, it kind of helps to hold the meat together.
So pretty generous. It looks to me like you did probably a cup of sour cream.
Yeah.
And let's see if that's going to look like it's enough. And we'll add that into the recipe so that when you go to look at it, we will have a final decision on how we did it.
Yes.
Probably, I think a little bit more.
Do you?
I do. So a cup and a half. A big glop. That's it. Okay. And spread it, because that makes a nice even, see, it needs to be sort of over here a little bit more. There we go, in the corners. It's like my mother taught me, when you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, be sure that you go to the edge of the bread. In this case, go to the edge of the thing. Okay, that's good. Okay, next. Now, oh, by the way, when you cooked the
ground
How
beef.
much ground beef did you do?
1.5 pounds.
Okay, what did you use for it?
This is what I use for it. The old El Paso taco seasoning mix.
Okay.
It's tried and true, and I like it because they offer it in a lower sodium.
Did you do the whole thing, or did you just do half, or what?
Almost a whole thing.
Okay, good. All right, that makes
So
it
the whole thing is too much.
tastier anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, next it's going to go, so we'll put the cheese on. So how much of the cheese do we have? Okay, so you're going to put in a whole bag, which says it is 1 3/4 cups, correct?
Correct.
Okay, dump it on, the whole thing. Oh, I think that looks perfect. Plus it makes-
much more decadent.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and this is
I mean,
good. because
politics
it takes
is
it
hard
off.
work. You
This
need
is
decadence.
the only hot part. The rest of it goes on afterwards, and it's cold.
Okay, perfect.
So it's like a taco.
All right, we're going to put it in the oven. Well, we did something interesting we didn't tell you about. We did an experiment so you wouldn't have to. So Gray, you at first had one at home, and you cooked the dough
First.
first,
by itself.
and then she put the meat on it, and then the sour cream, and then the cheese, and she brought it over to my house. So that's the condition it was in. We, for you, did this. We put the dough in first. We did not bake it first. We then put the meat in, already cooked. And we put the sour cream on that, and then we put the cheese. So here is what they look like. This is the one that had the pre-made dough, pre-cooked dough, and this is the one that was cooked all together. So we're going to see what we like, and what you do is you cut this. Let's see, how do I do this? Okay, we're going to cut this one. Where's my pot holder made by my grandchildren? Okay, we're going to cut this one. Then I'm going to cut this one. And the great thing is, okay, Ellen, what do we have to put on our taco pies?
Oh boy, we have guacamole and green onions and black olives and tomatoes and chips and chopped lettuce.
Okay,
Okay,
and
you can get some hot
so
sauce.
Gray, here comes one for you. Here we go. You know what we could put on? You could if you were a Tabasco fanatic.
Oh, you sure
Some
could.
are. You should sure put some
Sriracha.
Tabasco on this.
See, but
Whoa.
Oh, okay, this one falls
Oh.
apart, doesn't it? That's interesting.
No,
this
you
one holds
flipped this
together.
one. You flipped it.
You think that's? You don't think it's the fault of the food?
I don't know.
You
Maybe
think
I
it's the
used
fault
too
of the
meat.
cook?
Maybe no. You just flipped it with the server thing. Anyway, I think. Oh, are we still recording?
We are still recording. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put this one on here.
It's not serving so well, is it?
It's no, but it's interesting to know that. But this one's holding together very nicely. I don't know what the difference is, but gosh,
I'm not
this
sure
is
it
great.
matters.
No, I think it's gonna be
I
wonderful.
don't think it matters.
In our tummies. All right, Gray, you start speeding. You start putting your stuff on that you want. You start putting your stuff on, Ellen.
Well, I'm gonna first decide whether there's a difference.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my stuff because I think it looks so pretty. I love these. Ray, this is a great idea.
Well,
And by the way, while we're serving up our little plates, we'll just tell you that you know that you can donate to Kamala on the, if you look down on the, if you look at the right-hand side underneath the video, you will see where it says an arrow and it says more. And if you look under that, you will see, here's a fork for you,
thank you. Oopsie.
where you punch a button. And if you're a Democrat or a Republican, of course we want you to vote Democrat, there's no question. But I
Thank
noticed
you.
my son edited that out the last time that we did this because he didn't want anybody to vote anything but Democrat. But I'm just telling you, Democrat or Republican, you can make a taco pie and it's going to be delicious in your life, however you vote. Okay, which one want you to vote for Kamala? All right, let's have a bite of this one.
Forgot
This
the name.
one is the one where we cooked it all the way. I mean, we cooked it all at once. Oh, gosh, nice string.
It's good. It's got
Nothing
good
wrong with
flavor.
that. Gray, you're out of the picture. Come here.
I don't want to be in it.
You just want to chew out loud?
Yes.
All right, wait. What do you think?
I think that the bottom needed to cook longer, and that's what I'm thinking is the benefit of doing it
Pre-baked.
pre-baking.
I see what you're saying. It's a little bit doughy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's going to kill us, but it's, you know what I mean?
But it's kind of bready, which I kind of like. And then, but we put this in for we put this one in for the whole 25 minutes. We put this one in for the last 10 minutes. Would you just do it for, do you think it was cooked long enough?
If you were making this for the day you're going to serve it, I would put the dough in there. I would par bake it maybe 15 minutes. And get it going. Then I would put the meat, sour cream, and cheese. Put it back in again another 15 minutes
Great on you.
to get it all done. And that, I mean, we don't mean to confuse you, but this was going to be an asking question somebody would have about, can you freeze it?
Yeah. And so,
Yes, you can.
and then you bring it out, and the day you're gonna do it, you, for 15 minutes, you put the whole, you defrost it, and then you put the whole thing in the oven for another 15 minutes, I think. Yeah, okay, that's our decision. And we'll put that on. I'll probably have to edit some of this out because it might kind of bore you to hear us.
We probably have to
ruminate.
have some more before
We might have to have a lot
final
more before we
decision.
decide.
Yeah.
But we're just telling you, Greg, get into the picture right now. You have to be in the picture because there's 3 of us. No, here we go. Okay, and so this is Harriet,
Gray.
Ellen, saying, donate to Kamala
Kamala.
on the right-hand side of your picture, and be looking for us next week. We're going to do chocolate. We think we're going to do chocolate cookie brownies. We don't know, brownie cookies, but we may do ice cream. So
We
you
may
have
do
to look
both.
and see. Subscribe so you can find out. Bye-bye. Thanks for
Bye.
watching. Bye.
We're cooking for Kamala. Something smells delicious. We're cooking